kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
In the kingdom of Eldoria, nestled between rolling hills and ancient forests, there lived a knight unlike any other. Sir Percival was the smallest knight in the realm, standing no taller than a sunflower. His armor, though meticulously polished, was a patchwork of hand-me-downs and makeshift pieces. His sword, more of a dagger, was often the subject of jokes among the other knights. But what Sir Percival lacked in size, he made up for in heart. He was brave, loyal, and determined to prove that even the tiniest knight could achieve greatness. Eldoria was a land of magic and wonder, protected by the Sacred Chalice, a magical artifact that kept the kingdom safe from harm. The chalice was said to hold the essence of the land itself, its light warding off darkness and despair. But one fateful night, the chalice was stolen by the Shadow Sorcerer, a malevolent figure who sought to plunge Eldoria into eternal night. Without the chalice, the kingdom began to wither, crops failed, rivers dried up, and a creeping darkness spread across the land. The king called upon his bravest knights to retrieve the chalice, but one by one, they returned defeated. The journey was too perilous, they said. The Shadow Sorcerer's lair was impenetrable, guarded by dragons, riddles, and dark forests. Despair gripped the kingdom, and the king declared that whoever could recover the chalice would be granted the highest honor in the land. Sir Percival, though small and often overlooked, felt a fire ignite within him. He knew the risks, but he also knew that he couldn't stand by while his kingdom suffered. With his trusty steed, a clever mouse named Whiskers, and a heart full of determination, Sir Percival set out on his quest. The journey was fraught with challenges from the very beginning. The first obstacle was the Whispering Woods, a forest where the trees seemed to whisper secrets, and the paths twisted and turned in on themselves. Sir Percival, armed with his wits and a map drawn by an old sage, navigated the woods by listening to the whispers and deciphering their hidden meanings. He learned that the forest tested not strength, but patience and humility. With Whiskers by his side, he emerged from the woods, his resolve stronger than ever. Next came the Riddle Gate, a towering archway guarded by a sphinx-like creature with the body of a lion and the face of an owl. The creature posed a riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? Sir Percival pondered the riddle, his mind racing. Then, with a smile, he answered, "An echo." The gate creaked open, and the creature bowed its head in respect. As Sir Percival ventured deeper into the Shadow Sorcerer's domain, he encountered a fearsome dragon, its scales glistening like molten gold. The dragon, known as Pyrothrax, was the guardian of the sorcerer's lair. Sir Percival knew he couldn't defeat the dragon in combat, so he appealed to its pride. He challenged Pyrothrax to a game of wits, betting that if he won, the dragon would let him pass. The game was a test of strategy, and Sir Percival's quick thinking and creativity won the day. Impressed by the little knight's courage, Pyrothrax not only let him pass, but also offered a golden scale as a token of respect. Finally, Sir Percival reached the Shadow Sorcerer's lair, a dark fortress shrouded in mist. The sorcerer himself was a towering figure, cloaked in shadows and wielding a staff that crackled with dark energy. He laughed at the sight of the tiny knight, mocking his size and his ambition. But Sir Percival stood firm, his voice steady as he declared, "It is not the size of the knight that matters, but the size of his heart." The sorcerer, enraged, unleashed his dark magic, but Sir Percival's unwavering determination and the golden scale from Pyrothrax protected him. Using his wits, he outmaneuvered the sorcerer, tricking him into revealing the location of the chalice. With a final burst of courage, Sir Percival seized the chalice and escaped the lair, the fortress crumbling behind him. The journey back to Eldoria was no less perilous, but Sir Percival's heart was light. He had faced dragons, solved riddles, and outsmarted the Shadow Sorcerer. When he returned to the kingdom, the people cheered, and the king himself knelt before the little knight. The chalice was restored, and its light banished the darkness from the land. Sir Percival was hailed as a hero, his name etched into the annals of Eldoria's history. The king declared a grand celebration in his honor. The little knight stood tall, his heart swelling with pride. He had proven that even the tiniest knight could achieve legendary feats, and his story became a beacon of hope for all who felt small or overlooked. From that day forward, Sir Percival was known as the Little Knight with the biggest heart, a symbol of courage, loyalty, and the power of determination. And though he remained small in stature, his legacy loomed large. The Little Knight's quest is a tale of bravery, perseverance, and the belief that greatness comes in all sizes. Through Sir Percival's journey, we learn that true strength lies not in physical might, but in the courage to face challenges head-on and the determination to never give up. It is a story that reminds us that even the smallest among us can achieve the extraordinary. If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.